So if the camera's wrong, you can yell at him.
I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to be up here. And yes, any mistakes with the camera are all my fault.
Yep, and that's okay. The Paw Paw Red Wolves run onto the field. Got a new Red Wolf squad this year, led by first-year head coach Dennis Stry. Dennis takes over after several seasons from Mr. Stevens, and we got some exciting new twists, I have a feeling, coming knowing Coach Stry. So the bands are out on the field getting warmed. The band is getting warmed up, getting ready to do the national anthem. So last year, Three Rivers stole one from Paw Paw down in Three Rivers in the opener. Paw Paw kind of gave that one away with some untimely turnovers. So they definitely are going to have a chip on their shoulder coming into tonight's game. Mark, you see anything out there that looks like they're ready to go?
Yeah, it looks like they're getting set. I like the idea of a revenge game. That's always fun, right? Get the juices flowing a little bit extra. It's always fun to have a little payback after a team beat you, and especially if they stole one from you last year.
Well, here we go. Public address announcer Greg Southworth is talking on the PA. I'm sure you'll hear him occasionally during the broadcast. We've got several people in the press box tonight. We've got 97.1 on the radio is doing some play-by-play tonight, along with our normal Greg Southworth on the mic, and then we've got a couple other people in here. It's a crowded night in the press box, which we always like to see. The teams are upstairs. And as luck would have it, this is the WWMT Game of the Week. So we have got some Channel 3 cameramen more than normal down on the field, and they're ready to get some highlights. So make sure you're tuning in tonight, Channel 3, to watch some of the highlights from tonight. So the band's ready to go. We're going to step back and let the national anthem play. You're not going to be able to probably hear it in here, but you can see the kids anyways. Okay, and back at it. Here we go. The band, marching band, clears the field. That's a Don McLean quote. We are getting set to go. We have got Three Rivers is going to receive the opening kickoff. We've got a lot of new names and numbers out there, so I blame Mark Linder if I get any wrong.
Oh, absolutely. Everything, any mistake that you might see in this broadcast is definitely my fault.
Well, we are getting this started off this year as a new thing, so we're everything's new. But we do have some enhancements this year. If you're out there and you're thinking, hey, I would like to be a part of this train wreck, well, we've got some opportunities this year. We can put some sponsorships up this year, and this is an example of what one of those quarterlies might look like. There is some cost to doing business on these broadcasts and some expenses incurred by, got about $1,200 worth of new equipment into the broadcast so that we can bring this into your computer. And we would appreciate anything that we could do. I'll put some information up a little bit later here on how you might be able to help us out. But love doing this, but it is not cheap. So we are set here. Paw Paw comes back to the sideline. They are going to kick. We're guessing Max Crawford's going to be the kicker. That's been the rumor early on. Again, first game, we don't know for sure. Somebody's reporting no sound. Can somebody... that may have been during the national anthem, but can somebody make a comment, make sure you can hear us? I'm showing all sound on all channels, so sounds like we have sound. Max Crawford is a senior, and he's a soccer player, and he's taking over after the distinguished career of Jose Valverde. We got quite used to seeing touchbacks and extra points that sailed off into space with Jose. Yep. So hopefully we'll see the same out of Max this year. He's got a big leg. Let's see how it translates to football. Watch Mac on the soccer pitch, and he can drill the back of the net. And here we go. 2022 is going to start with a pooch kick. That's in. Number 3 receives for Three Rivers. He's hit immediately. That's Adam Sadler. Tony Fonseca got in there for the tackle for the Red Wolves. Wildcats kick off the season at the 38-yard line. So, 28-yard line. Just like I said, 28-yard line.
There's the first mistake, and it wasn't my fault. See?
And you know what? It's not going to be the last one. We're gonna roll with them as we go here. The alternatives of our home audience staring at their blank computer screen, so we'll live with some of these mistakes. Quarterback keeps. He's into the secondary. That's going to be a gain of 11, and it looks like a first down for Three Rivers. Nate Lemire and Ethan O on the stop for Paw Paw. So first play for Three Rivers is a big run. Good for 11. First down play, handoff, up the middle, hit in the hole by number 26. 26 is Ethan Miller. A nice play by Ethan in the middle. Darren Stry also helped out on that tackle. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 for Three Rivers. Drew McLean is their quarterback, or was their quarterback on that last play. He's got a man out there. A nice defensive play out there. No flags on the play. 33 for Paw Paw, Zian Davis. So the pass was intended for Warmack. Zian Davis with a nice play. Didn't get called for face guarding, so it wasn't a foul.
If they don't call it, it's not illegal, right?
Come out, there's no foul on the play. So Caleb Quake, in the gun. He's going to roll to his left, trying to find somebody. He's got no one there. Late throw. That's short, and that's going to be a good stand from the Red Wolves defense. And for the first time all season, we have the howl.
I like it.
The howl's very popular. That howl went out to Ben Herring. He's one of our favorite owl. He likes the owl, so we're going to give him a shout out right on the screen. Good to see Adam Newell tuning in from Tampa, Florida, trying to build our nationwide audience. Tampa's a critical market for us. Punt is away. Zian Davis back to receive. Zian shakes the first man, gets into the second level, but he's brought down after a return of about 4.
Yeah, let's see what
Nate
Paw Paw.
Kruger on the tackle.
Sorry, Coach. We'll see what Paw Paw comes out with their traditional clustered triple option type offense, or are they going to open it up a little bit?
What we're going to see from Coach Stry, just to make everybody familiar, we've got the wing T offense, and this is what you're going to see most of the time from Paw Paw. And let's see how we do. Yep, that's what we're going to come out with. We're going to come out in the single wing. Zian Davis, the ball carrier off the left side. That looks like the entire Three Rivers den of Wildcats in on that stop, but it's going to be good for a gain of about 4.5. Hometown chain gang over there. Good. That's a nice deal. So we've got Hartman's the quarterback. DeYoung, so PJ DeYoung and Zian, and Logan Leonard should be behind him. We're learning, just like everybody else. That's trap right up the middle. And that was Logan Leonard, the ball player. Ball carrier on that play. So Hartman brings him back up. 3rd and 5, first long play for Paw Paw. This is going to be PJ DeYoung off the right side. PJ with a nice cutback, and that's going to be good for a Paw Paw first down. So to answer your question, Mr. Linder, no. Yeah. We're not going to see much of a change. We're going to see the same old familiar stack 'em up and rack 'em up runs from the Paw Paw offensive line. Got some turnover on there. We're anchored by yet another large person named Stry. Zian Davis off the left side. Zian's going to get his 4 yards.
44-67 on the tackle.
So Detweiler on the tackle for Three Rivers. Jackson Smith was also in there for the Wildcats. But you know what? I'll take 5 yards a run.
Absolutely, it's a great average, right? And it doesn't have to be fancy.
Yeah.
You don't have to be pretty. You don't have to be fancy. Just keep moving the ball.
Well, last time I looked in the map, we're in Big Ten country, and this is what Big Ten teams do. So I don't mind seeing that out of the Red Wolves as they march down the field. Need all 16 of you who are viewing this game to call a friend and get them on there too. I'm the only one in the press box who took the over on 70, and I need some people on the broadcast. So there's another first down for Paw Paw. 7-yard gain on the play.
What I like about the offense, though, is that it's simple and yet it's complicated, right? Because you have so many options from the defensive's perspective, right? Then
Yeah.
you have to figure out who actually has the ball and then get to him.
Yeah, and the other nice thing about the wing T is you can camouflage some of your blocking schemes, and you can bait people into chasing the wrong back. And as long as Hartman's handing the ball off cleanly, it's really tough to stop.
Right.
And Matthew does a good job of that. So that's DeYoung. That's going to be good for 4 off the right side. And the other thing about this is right where Coach Stry wants it. Our strengths are our offensive line and our defense. So if we can just pound the ball and eat that time off that clock, we're already taking 5 minutes off the clock, and Three Rivers has had 4 offensive plays.
Right.
So if we can continue to eat the clock, methodically march down the field, and I have a feeling that Crawford puts us in scoring range, once we get to about the 25-yard line. So I think we're in good shape. Hartman under center. That's going to go off Zian Davis. bounces off the first tackler, but the second tackler's there to clean him up. And that's going to be a short loss on the play, maybe a half a yard.
Definitely
Looked like
a good hit.
play. It was a slow developing play, Mark. It didn't quite get there, didn't hit that hole downhill, but he was able to still get positive yardage out of the backfield, but he was met with a nice tackle, and that kind of takes the wind out of the sails. So we've got a 3rd and long. This is not the comfortable position for the wing T offense.
Correct. This is where, if there is a weakness to this offense, this is it right here. 3rd and a bunch, right? 3rd and 7.
So they're going to pitch out. They're going to go behind big Mr. Strye. There's a cut outside by Zian Davis. That's a big first down. Darren Strye with a monumental block and seal on the right end, allowing Zian Davis to pop outside. To Zian's credit, he didn't bounce that. He stayed right behind big Darren. And it looked like Darren might have got 2 people on that play. We're going to have to rewatch it. But nice play for the Red Wolves, and that is a first down. You know, the coaches will tell you on a wing T offense, there really is no weakness. If you run it, it's a big play offense. And, you know, getting big plays on 3rd down don't seem like it happen that often, but when you watch these guys, we've got a power I formation coming now. So we're going to turn it around. We're going to get a couple blockers in front of Zian Davis, and Zian's going to pick up 3. So again, you know, it doesn't look flashy on runs like that, but when we get our speed to the edge and we get our speed up the middle and get past the first level, all bets are off. You know,
right.
Most of our backs can outrun most of the defensive backs in this league. And it's just a matter of getting that one-on-one matchup. And once they get through that first level, they get dangerous.
And it is. It's almost like a slow burn, a slow build. It's kind of death by 1,000 paper cuts, right? You're just slowly chipping away, and then all of a sudden you spring one to the outside,
Yep.
and you've got 20 yards.
Exactly. Nobody sees it coming. So back to the T. Hartman under center. That's going to go to Logan Leonard up the middle. Logan's going to get 5. So number 68 on the tackle for Three Rivers. That's Sam Reynolds. And Paw Paw continues to march, brings up another 3rd down. We are very close right now to field goal range, but we're also at 3rd and 4. We're at 2-down territory here for this offense. You know, Three Rivers hasn't shown that they can hold us to less than a couple yards consistently at all, so I have a feeling we're in 2-down territory here. Shouldn't need it, though. This one's going left side, and it's going to get the first down. Oh, DeYoung cuts it back. PJ's, That's why you don't do that, young man. So PJ had an opportunity at the first down there if he kept his head down and cut right back in behind his blockers, but instead he tried to make a play on the outside. He met the linebacker intimately.
And I think that might change things, right? Maybe that changes the strategy of
I think we're still. I mean, it's a 5-yard deal. You got a first-year kicker. I think this is a statement move. I think they want to show that they control the line of scrimmage on this game or at this point in the game. So it doesn't shock me. Now, it would shock me if they went anywhere other than Zian Davis on this play. He's going to go with power T. There's a pitch out to Zian. And he breaks a tackle, and Zian Davis is going to get the first down. Oh, it's close. I don't know, that spot. I think he might be a yard short. It sure looked like it from up here. He got around that corner, but it does not look like it. That is a first down, Three Rivers. So that's shocking up here. It looked like to me he had that first down.
Yeah, you thought when he turned the corner that good things were going to happen, and then all of a sudden...
He made a really nice move in the backfield, slipped the one tackler, and it looked like once he had that, he was downhill. But nice play by Three Rivers defense, so the Wildcats are going to take over. 1st and 10, ball's on the 14-yard line. And this is where I say, you know what, you're right, Mark, maybe we should have kicked that ball.
It'll be interesting to see Three Rivers. Last time they came out in a spread, 4 wide receivers. This time they're going
under
more
center.
single back.
Yep, Quake is under center. Fullback. McLean gets through the first level, but he's Fisher Edwards on the tackle. Now, Paw Paw, Three Rivers likes to throw the ball around, and what Paw Paw's come out in here is a 4-2. They got 5 defensive backs out there, and they're expecting their linebackers to fly around in the holes and letting these young defensive backs make some plays. It looks like Three Rivers is trying to take advantage of that, but they're just not able to get downhill. So 2 yards on the carry. P.J. DeYoung on the tackle, looked like down there.
A big third down here. I mean, it's early, still in the game, but Paw Paw going to hold them here. They'll get good field position.
Yeah, this is, I think, one of the risks that you take when you go for that fourth down is you're dependent on your defense to stick them back down there if something happens, and you really don't lose a ton of field position. But this is going to get outside. This is going to get a first down for Three Rivers. So McLean, the ball carrier, goes around the right end from their perspective, and we did not get a seal or anything upfield pressure on that end. And that allowed the athlete to be an athlete and run outside. That's going to be a first down for Three Rivers. Quake is still going to stay under center. In the eye, handoff. Stutter step. There's a helmet rolling around on the field out there. That's going to bring somebody out of the game. P.J. DeYoung's head's rolling around on the field, so he has to come out. So P.J. comes out for a game, or for a play, at least, until he gets his helmet fixed. Max Harvey into the game for him. Quake under center in the eye. Handoff. McLean up the middle, and there's just nothing there. Kevin Turk on the tackle, along with Dominic Hernandez. Max Harvey also got a hat in there. That's going to bring up third down and 8. Call it 7.5 from the 29-yard line. So we got 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. No blood from Falan Field. Quake back into the shotgun. Fakes handoff to nobody. He's going to try to get outside. Max Harvey's on him. There's a throw downfield. Tip. Ball is hit the ground, so it's an incomplete pass. So it was tipped by Paw Paw, but the ball went over everybody's head. Looked like the Three Rivers receiver had a shot at that one.
He did, yeah, especially off of the deflection. That was kind of a hold-your-breath moment there for a minute.
But it turns out that it falls harmlessly to the ground, and Zian Davis is going to put his hat on, go back and catch a punt. 34 seconds to go here in the first quarter from Paw Paw. Punt is away. It's a short kick. And that's a big bounce. And it's going to be down at the 45 or thereabouts. Sadler with the downing of the punt. And the Red Wolves take it back over. So a 25-yard punt. Going to give Paw Paw the ball first and goal, or first and goal. So let's make me right. And
wishful thinking.
We won't count that as a mistake if somebody takes it to the house here, right?
Exactly.
So I've got 4 downs to get it to the house, guys. So let's pick me up, and so I don't have a mistake on our first broadcast.
You can always delete that later in post-production.
If I had to pick, I'm going to take Zian Davis. Hartman under center. Zian right. He's coming back around this way. Oh, it's not Zian. That's 4. So that's Fonseca, first time into the game for Tony with a nice run. So that's a 9-yard run for Tony Fonseca. You are going to see several running backs this year. Paw Paw's deep at running back. And they've got some kids that are in the 5th quarter rule who have some real talent that are up from the JVs. But that takes us to the end of the first quarter. So from Falan Field, at the end of 1, Paw Paw 0, Three Rivers 0. So both teams make the huge 9-yard jog to the other end for the second quarter. And we are getting ready to start this off. Paw Paw. Second and 1. Hartman, handoff. PJ DeYoung. And he's got the first down. He gets pushed back a little bit, but he got forward progress and enough to get the first down. Okay, so the goal in the press box is to get every kid's name called at least once tonight. I've got 7 so far, so
Well on our way.
we're getting there. Still not halftime yet. Paw Paw from the tee. Pitch out. This is going to be Fonseca. Nice cutback. Nice run by Fonseca. Looks like that's good. Is that going to be a first down? It's going to be just short. Well, you know what it is worthy of? It's worthy of a howl. Uh-oh, we got a flag over here. Oh, that's not a good signal. All right. You get that? Yeah, we got the videos back. We're good. Sorry about that. The Canon email service at canonusa.com and tell them that they have a glitch in their cameras that turn them off after 25 minutes. So that's a rough play right there. Paw Paw got an illegal block in the back. Not going to lie, I didn't see it, but I'm working for the good guys. Okay, so we're going to come back in here in the power I. Hartman's going to throw. 84 has got the catch, so Hartman drills a pass. That's 41% of the passes we threw last year. Nice throw from Hartman. That picks up 7. He popped that in there pretty tight. Nate Lemire with the reception. I just think I saw a football fly through the air, Mark.
That's right.
I wasn't paying attention there, but it looked like I saw Brown in the air. From the wing tee, that's Logan Leonard up the middle. Leonard's got 7. That's going to bring up a third down. Oh, maybe he got 5, I guess. So that brings us right back to where we were, 3rd and 5. Ball's on the 39. Hartman's going to jog the play in from Coach Stry. I feel like it's time to break one, to be honest with you. 3rd and 5. Zian Davis has got the ball. Nice cutback. Zian is going to get the first down. Nice run by Zian Davis off the left side. Good cuts. Made 2 people miss. Yep. Zian's getting up a little slow. And they're going to stop things here for a second. So Zian Davis has gotten up a little wobbly.
He wasn't good after that punt return.
He's looking down toward his leg. I don't want to speculate, but
yeah. No reports of Zian being banged up pregame, so I'm not sure. I'll tell you, when Coach Stry walks out and stands next to one of our players, they look like a high schooler. Yeah, he's walking very gingerly on that leg. It looks like it's down by the ankle.
Yep.
So not good news for Paw Paw. Zian is their top runner. Yeah. So Carter Planger not suited tonight for the game. So that's top 2 running backs in Paw Paw's backfield are out now.
Well, you said they were deep at running back. This will be a good test to
Yep,
see just how deep
that's
they
exactly
are.
right. Let's prove that prognostication. Tony Fonseca has been running the ball real strong already tonight. Leonard's in the backfield, so that's a senior that we're used to. P.J. DeYoung is out there as well. So we got a couple sophomores out there. Actually, Fonseca's a junior, excuse me. This is P.J. DeYoung. P.J. hits the hole. He goes through. It's going to be a nice run for P.J. Looks like about 8. Okay, Hartman brings the play in. Paw Paw back in the tee. That's going to be Fonseca running inside. Nice cut by Fonseca. Fonseca's got some room out there. Good run by Tony Fonseca. And we're going to get a Paw Paw first down. Nice cutback by Tony Fonseca. Boy, he really saw his blockers and followed him through there, Mark.
Yeah, that was a nice way of just leading the path, right? And then all he has to do is tuck behind him and wait and make a couple guys miss, and all of a sudden he's got a nice gain.
Well, and it's a good sign when you've got 6 carries in the cleanest uniform on the offensive side. So, ball, that's going to be P.J. DeYoung. P.J. cutting towards the end zone. He's going to be just short. That's going to bring up a 3rd and short at about the 4-yard line. He did not quite get in. Or 2nd and short, is it? I am itching to hit the touchdown button. I'm ready for it.
Well,
So
you missed
7.5 to go.
you missed your 4 plays, right? You said you had to have a touchdown in 4 plays.
So that'll officially go down as a mistake.
Right.
Because we didn't get it done in the 4 plays. Hartman under center. Fonseca off the right side. He bounces. He's not going to get there. So he's actually going to lose a yard or lose a foot. So Fonseca tried to find some room over there. No good.
That's a nice job by Three Rivers, just reading it.
Well, they
flowing
flowed
to the
nice to the ball that
Yep.
time. You know, they didn't penetrate the backfield, but they stayed off their blocks and they moved as a team along with the flow of the offense. There just was no hole. There's just no place to go. Now, again, it's early in the season, and I don't want to bet all my capital early, but I'm thinking Darren Stry is going to have somebody in his back pocket.
Right. Probably try just wear him like a backpack, right?
Nope, they're going to go away, and DeYoung's going to go the opposite way, and P.J. DeYoung is in the end zone, and that's why Dennis Stry is coaching, and I'm talking. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
That's
So
nice.
now we're going to see Max Crawford's leg for the first time. We're used to seeing these balls go up and never come back down. There's the snap, and it's a bad snap. Max going to throw for his first time, and it's going to go nowhere. So we know Max is a kicker. Threw that exactly like a kicker. Not really his fault. It went through the long snapper. So the score is going to stand at 6-0. So he did make a nice, for a soccer player, that was a nice throw. They're not allowed to use their hands, right? So, yeah, so that's, you got to say, when just picking the ball up isn't not his instinct. So that was a nice play.
Well, certainly a first play that he won't soon forget.
No,
right?
no,
First
I
time
think
he
he's
was
going to
called upon
remember
and
his
he had
first
to-
extra point attempt.
Emergency quarterback.
I hope that doesn't go down as a missed attempt because that's, nothing that Max could do on that. He's expecting to see the ball sitting there where he can kick it. it comes running at you. So Max, after a squib kick the first time, he's going to tee it up again. We'll see if we tend to go. Three Rivers has got some athletes back, so it wouldn't surprise me if strategic kicking is part of our game plan tonight. You know, they've got, when I look at the up backs, they look like they are more suited to block than to sprint. Crawford again with a short kick. McLean's going to come up around the 35 where he's met by a pack of Red Wolves. Nate Lemire was one of them in on the tackle. Ethan O looked like he had a helmet in there too.
Interesting to see what Three Rivers does here. In the first series, they went shotgun, right? Spread them out. In the second series, they were more under center. So let's see what they have in store in the third.
I think they're looking for a solution to the Paw Paw defense, and this is their game. More of a spread shotgun look. This is a tighter formation. Oh, we get some pressure into the background. Quake gets out of there. Looks like. So Drew McLean on the reception. We got a flag on the play. And this is in the area of holding. Or it could be, if this came out late, this could be a personal foul too. I didn't see that flag go during the play.
Oh.
Offensive pass interference, the call on Three Rivers. So that play is going to go for nothing.
Definitely a rare penalty, especially in high school, I feel like.
Well, and you know, the only thing that may have happened there is there may have been a pick.
Right.
Because that receiver didn't push anybody because he didn't have anybody within 8 yards of him to push. And his arms aren't that long. But that's a big penalty for Three Rivers. They've walked off 15 yards. So now it's 1st and 25. That's a huge, huge penalty for the Wildcats. So Quake's going to throw. He's going to get set up a screen. That's going nowhere. Bryson Newell sniffed that one out and ate that one up. There was no gain on that play, and Bryson sat back and teed off. So his Uncle Adam in Tampa, that's warm and beautiful Tampa, one of our main demographics, is liking that play. Still haven't heard in on the check-ins from any of our other out-of-town tropical destinations. We're hoping to get the, you know, the Lance Legion Hall hasn't checked in yet either. This is a big, big play. We had no containment, and Quake is gone. That's going to be caught from behind. There's a flag on the play. Flag out here on this side of the field at the 40-yard line. Nice run by Quake. There was no containment, nobody spying on that side. Nice to see former Paw Paw standout Dennis Stry tuning in from Eastern Michigan. Great to have you on board, Dennis. That's going to be a sideline warning against Paw Paw, so that's not going to help much.
First and goal from the 3-yard line for Three Rivers. And there was a huge block in the back.
So, Three Rivers going to try it from, looks like the 3. Caleb Quake going to key the play. Gave him a little minute to rest, too, with that penalty. So Quake's going to pull the ball. He's going to throw. There's no one there. Great pressure from Paw Paw. Fisher Edwards in on the pressure. That's a rush, so that's a good play by Fisher.
Definitely a great job of disrupting his rhythm,
Yep.
right? After the last play, settle down and just come out with a nice defensive stop there.
Well, I have a feeling Three Rivers is going to try to run one in here. They're a throwing team, and second down, I think they're going to try to maybe fool us a little bit here. Quake back in the shotgun. Nope, he's going to throw, and he's got a wide open receiver, and that's a touchdown. McLean with the touchdown catch. So Three Rivers, thanks to about a, 85-yard run from Caleb Quake, is going to notch one on the board. Paw Paw continues. This is a trend from last year's game, Mark, that, self-inflicted wound.
Right. Yeah, the one big play essentially didn't got the majority of the yardage on that drive, right? Especially after the offensive pass interference call, they backed him up, and then Three Rivers was able to bust one to the outside.
Well, I think maybe that one's on me because I did forget to check the menu at the Lance Legion Hall, see what the specials were. And that kick is no good, so that looks like somebody may have gotten a hand on that, the trajectory and the spin on the ball, but here we are, 6-6, 4:45 to go, second quarter from Falan Field. Well, that was a nice miss. Both kickers now, well, Max really didn't do anything to miss his, but both extra point units have come up empty. So 6-6 your score. Got Fonseca and Troy Vandenberg back for Paw Paw. This if you had an Achilles heel to the tee, it's situations like this where you've got 4 minutes to go in the half. You think it's enough time to grind one out. This is going to be PJ DeYoung. PJ's going to come to this side. He's going to run it out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. So this is, to finish that thought, Mark, this is the spot where, you'd love to be able to grind a 6 or 7 minute drive, but you really don't have time to do that.
Right.
4:37 with a big play is still enough time to get one in there. But, you just don't have enough time for those 3 yards in a cloud of dust type of.
Right. The only benefit is that the clock does stop briefly after a first down, right, so they can move the chains. But I agree that they need to go a little bit quicker.
And at the same time, the flip side of that coin is you do have the opportunity to run most of the first half out if you can keep a drive moving. So from the tee, this is PJ DeYoung. PJ's going to get 3, maybe 4. Yeah, he might have got 5. Nice run by PJ. So that's 6 yards for PJ. It's going to be second and 4. PJ's having a nice first half here. This is going to be Fonseca, and he's going to be met in the backfield. So that's a loss on the play. So it looks like he lost about a yard. Sadler on the tackle for Three Rivers. PJ got 6 off the first one. Tony lost a couple back, so we're going to call it 3rd and 5.5. Hartman in the tee. Hartman's going to throw. Oh! So going for Tony Fonseca, a little bit of a misread there by Matthew. Troy Vandenberg was wide open, but all of the defensive backs went to the short receiver, and Troy was wide open in the end. So,
Definitely a missed opportunity.
Troy's going to get the ball here in a second because he's our punter. Got 2 people back for Three Rivers. Darren Stry's got the barn door. Snap is away. Vandenberg is going to, nice punt, get a good bounce here. Oh, and it's going to be taken. Brown has got his hands on the ball for the first time tonight. He's a load to bring down. So Andrew Brown is Three Rivers' most lethal weapon, and he hasn't touched the ball yet tonight. Been very ineffective. Bryson Newell's had the assignment of guarding him all night defensively. And Bryson, for a sophomore, has done a fantastic job for a senior, but he's only a sophomore.
Right. This is a nice return by Three Rivers, though. Brought it all the way back into Paw Paw territory. So they've still got 3 minutes here to do something.
Yeah, and you can tell he's itching to get his hands on the ball because he went and stole that from his teammate. So Quake on an option. McLean's trying to get the edge, nothing there. Cuts back, nice cutback. He's going to gain 8, maybe 9. So Three Rivers' last couple plays, they are starting to move the ball downhill. Quake back in the shotgun. He's got McLean next to him. They're going to throw this. Nope, they're going to hand off McLean, and he's not going to make it. That's a nice tackle out here on the edge. Logan Leonard with the tackle. That's a nice play by Leonard. Keeps us in the game here for the...
Clock's still ticking, close to 2 minutes left.
2 minutes to go here in the first. Big play here for the Paw Paw defense. Quake moving around in the backfield, and he's going to get Paw Paw to jump. And that'll be an easy way for them to get a first down. Oh, it's going to be a Three Rivers first down on the hard count.
That was a nice time to bring it out.
Yeah, and that's just a mental mistake early on in the season. You hope those go away. Ooh, bad snap. Quake's going to try to. Oh, he's just going to throw it away. Max Harvey on the pressure. That was a busted play from the beginning. That snap was never corralled.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Quake of not panicking, right? And just calmly decided, hey, you know what, we're gonna get rid of this one and try again next play.
I don't want to make you pan the camera over there, but is that the mystery machine parked over in soccer parking?
Looks like it could be. Definitely the similar colors.
We'll keep you at home guessing on that. Three Rivers back in the shotgun. There's a throw square in. That's a nice play on defense out there. It's Lemire, was it? Yeah, Nate Lemire with a great defensive play. That ball was in his hands, and he was starting to make a move with it.
Absolutely.
And Nate Lemire gets a hand in there and knocks the ball to the ground. So Quake, 3rd and 10. He's got McLean alongside. Quake's going to throw. He's going to go long out route. Yep, he threw it to a spot, but his receiver didn't get to the spot. That right there is really good play in the pros. It's a difficult play in college, and with high school, that's just a hard throw to get that out there. He put it in a great spot. His receiver just didn't get there. So many things have to go right to get that timing right on that play. And you need a cannon to get it out there.
He definitely had the arm strength to get it there.
He sure did. And it was, like I said, he threw a nice ball to the nice spot. So we're going to get a timeout, 1:26 to go here in the second quarter. 4th down for Three Rivers when we come back. So I'm going to do another little mini commercial here. Just wanted to kind of know what's going on. One thing we've set up this year is we do have a Venmo account out there that if you enjoy the broadcast and you'd like to help us cover some of the cost of the equipment and the stuff that we've got going on up here, broadcast-support is the Venmo. So if you'd like to chip in and say, hey, this is really worth watching and we'd like to continue stuff like this and allow us to do some extra fun stuff, we've got our eyes on some equipment that'll let us do some better things. Ultimately, at some point, we'd like to get instant replay going. So if we could get a little cash in the coffers, we could handle some of that. So
that's right.
Again, the Venmo on that is broadcast-support, and that will get us some cash so that we can try to get some of this stuff updated. So Three Rivers back to action. Quake is going to throw 4th and 10. He's pressure coming. He's stepped out of there. We got 20. Logan Leonard had a shot at him. Looks like he's going to get a first down. Logan had a shot at him just short of the first down, but Quake's not an easy one to bring down, and he was already running downhill. So that's going to be a good scramble for Caleb Quake, and that's going to be a Three Rivers first down. Clock management's becoming an issue now. 1:09 to go in the first half. Paw Paw on defense. Defense needs to step up here, make a play or two. Quake is going to run. He's looking, but he's got nobody out there. That's a straight run. I think he's looking up to try to fake the defense. But it looks like he's going to have another first down, depending. They're moving the sticks. So first and goal.
That's just a great job of getting to the corner. He's got the speed to turn the corner.
Well, I don't think he ever was seriously intended to throw that ball. I think he
Correct.
was just trying to keep the safeties 8 yards off him.
Yep.
You have to respect that arm, and you have to respect his accuracy. So, handoff. That's McLean inside. He's going to get about 3. Ethan O on the tackle. Logan Leonard also stuck ahead in there. Looks like Three Rivers going to use a timeout now. Now, this is not the scenario you like to see in your head. 2nd and 7 on the 7. So they're looking to pop one in here before the end of the first half. They'll have a timeout left after this one, so they still have an opportunity here to potentially throw or run a play. They could run one play and call a timeout and have third down. I would assume they're saving that timeout for a 4th down play, which would lead you to think they're going to throw here.
Right. And it also opens up, the possibility of 2-down territory as well, right? Both teams have struggled kicking the ball, so maybe they'll try 2 more runs.
Yeah,
and then,
in high school football, there isn't a huge amount of confidence on the kicking game. We had an outstanding kicker the last couple of years, and there were lots of times when I thought Coach Stevens was going to kick the ball, and we just went for it.
Right.
And so here we go, back at it. Quake behind center. He's going to throw. He's going to step up. He's got a receiver. And that is incomplete. Another nice play out there on the corner by Nate Lemaire. That's another nice play out there on the corner. A little bit of dissension in the booth on whose play that belonged to. So that's going to be 3rd down and goal. Back to throw. That's an in route, and that's an easy touchdown. So nice route, nice throw. Not a lot you can do on that execution. That was a defensive back, stayed to the outside. Receiver cuts in front. You're 7 yards. There's just not a lot there.
Definitely made it look easy, for sure.
So it looks like now they're going to try another extra point. 27 seconds to go here in the second. There's the snap. Kick is up. This kick, that might be pulled again. Oh, that one's good. That one was definitely on the right side of the uprights, but it is the hands went up in the air, so we're going to count it. So 27 seconds to go in the second. Three Rivers takes a 7-point lead, 13-6. Well, when I said 4.5 minutes wasn't long enough for a drive, 27 seconds is not in our wheelhouse.
Not the strength of this offense, for sure.
Honestly, at this point, you get a decent return, but you don't want to take any chances. This game is well within reach. Paw Paw moved the football early in the first half. A couple of big plays, dynamic plays from Three Rivers quarterback, and here we are. But we're getting there. Once again, that email is CannonUSA, service at CannonUSA.com.
Yeah, and Paw Paw will receive the second half kick, right?
Yes,
so another reason not to take too many chances here.
I don't think it's anywhere near time to panic. This is, like I said, there's been a couple of big plays, but in reality, we've controlled the line of scrimmage most of the night. This is going to be Troy Vandenberg. He's going to try to outrun the corner. He's got a block.
Oh.
Good return by Vandenberg. McLean on the tackle for Three Rivers. It looked like he had some opportunity to get outside there. So Paw Paw with 3 timeouts. This is where if you've got a trick run play, this is where you run it. This is your, this isn't time to get throw happy. So Hartman's up under center. Be shocked if this isn't Logan Leonard up the middle. Nope, it is Logan Leonard up the middle. And that's going to end the first half. So Paw Paw's going to take it into halftime, as is the normal procedure here. We can't have the band on, much to the chagrin of Mr. Linder, who has a child in the band. We can't run the cameras because they seem to think that that's some kind of a copyright infringement. But we will put the band on the screen here and let everybody look at them. Hopefully if you've got a kid out there, you can pick them out, or a grandkid. And we will be back at the start of the second half. All right, and welcome back. The halftime extravaganza is over. Minute 24 on the clock, ticking down into the second half. So teams are getting a little antsy down there. Thought we'd go to do some out-of-town scores so that everybody's kind of up to date with what's going on. Of course, it's 13-6 Three Rivers here. That's in town. Out of town, Portage Northern leads Vicksburg 31-14 at the half. Roscommon and Grayling are tied at 0-0 in the first quarter. That's not local to some of you, but my mom's probably listening, and it's very local to her. Sturgis 7-0 over Niles, and that is in the third quarter, so that's a low-scoring affair. Not really much of a surprise there. Lawton's beating Benton Harbor tonight, 12-0. What else we got locally here? Plainwell Otsego are scoreless in the first. Edwardsburg scoreless in the first with Grand Rapids West Catholic. That ought to be a good game. Oh, that game's tomorrow. That's why it's not got no score on it. Imagine that. It's still going to be a good, decent game. I'll bet West Catholic can hang with them for about 6 minutes. South Haven up 22-7 on Dowagiac. That looks like about the end of the football scores, which is good timing because we're about ready to get going here in our own football game. Mark, any thoughts on the first half?
I thought Paw Paw played pretty well, with the exception of a couple of big plays for Three Rivers, right? The nice run by the quarterback for 80-plus yards after the big penalty. I feel like it's still, like you said, very much anybody's game. I think Paw Paw has the opportunity to just kind of settle down and just keep doing what they're good at, right? 3 yards at a time, like you said.
Absolutely. I think the keys to the second half are we've got to keep Three Rivers quarterback off the field as much as possible.
Correct.
We've just got to take control of the offensive line and grind out some long drives here. And then when we do get our opportunities, which we've had opportunities on defense, we got to make it count.
Right.
Keep the penalties off the scoreboard. So there's the kick. It's going to be Vandenberg. He's going to try the same wide side, and he's going to find the same no luck. So that's going to be a 65-yard run for a 4-yard return. And Paw Paw's going to take over 1st and 10 on the 24-yard line. So just to remind what we're going to be looking at here. So the wing T is probably what you're going to see a lot of here. So Hartman's going to be in behind center.
Congratulations to Mr. Craig, our 50-50 winner tonight. Meeting at the bar afterwards.
All right, so here we go. And just like that, we come out in the spread. So Hartman from the half gun into P.J. DeYoung. And I kind of set you up with that to give Mark and I a little bit of a talking point because, we've been working on some different views that Three Rivers hasn't seen in film. And I think now that Coach Stry is a little bit more comfortable with where he's at in the world, I think we're going to see some of that more in the second half.
Just giving them different looks, giving the defense something different to think about.
So again, from the pistol, Hartford's going to throw. He's going to run. He's going to slide down. They're going to give him a first down. That's a very, very generous spot if that's where.
Yes.
Yes, they did. That's a first down. And the Howl is working this year. We might have to turn that down just a hair. So Paw Paw with the first down. Nice read and run by Hartman. So DeYoung off the right side. That's a gain of 3 or 4.
Back to their strength, right? Lining them up in the T.
Yeah,
just power football.
What's the football doing back there? Looks like that wasn't as long a run as we thought. So, Hartford in the pistol. Quarterback keep. Hartman's going to get about 6. So he's going to be just short of a first down. This is something I'm doubting anyone scouted.
Right.
After several years of not seeing nothing but straight wing and all 4 plays that came with it, seeing a little variety in the backfield is going to be a welcome sight here. Got to remember, Coach Stry played at Ferris, and they've got, this is power football here. Handoff. That's going to be a P.J. DeYoung for a Red Wolves first down. Nice run by P.J. DeYoung. But to continue what I was saying there, Mark, Ferris is a national champion, and they are, they run more of that tight spread offense. So,
right.
I think Coach Stry, who undoubtedly has followed them over the years as an alumni, sees some elements of that he likes and wants to work it in.
Right, and some possibilities. I think Paw Paw's got the players that can run that system, right?
Absolutely, and it's a team speed system. Now we're back in the wing tee now. And Three Rivers jumped, didn't see a flag go. Leonard up the middle. That's no harm, no foul on that play. Maybe got a half a yard. It's going to be second 9 3/4. 9.71642 if you're keeping track at home. And 36 of you are. So
You go up 4 decimal places, that's pretty impressive.
we've got a better spotter than you do. We go out to lots of decimal places. We use both eyes of our binoculars.
Just faster with the calculator.
Logan Leonard, he's horse collared. That's not going to get called, but man, that's not how you're supposed to tackle people.
That is
Fonseca's
really surprising that they didn't flag that.
So yeah, I'm kind of surprised on that one. That's a safety play in high school, and even if you truly didn't grab the horse collar, the whole intent of that rule is to not whip the head back. So when you see the head getting whipped back from a pull bomb from behind, that's usually called.
And it's easy to get a leg caught up underneath and blow out
Absolutely,
a knee
that's
or
a
an ankle.
dangerous play. So 3rd and 11, we're going to go out of the pistol again. Hartman may see one go in the air this time. Back to throw, steps up, going to bounce outside. There's not any room there. Hartman's picking his way through. That's a nice run. And I'll tell you, Mark,
Wow.
if they don't give him a first down there, I think Coach Stry just had another option pop into his head.
Yes, absolutely. That was clearly going to be a 3 to 4 yard loss, and he was able to gain, 6 or 7 yards
Yeah,
at
that was
least
a
out of it.
nice run by Matt Hartman. He was caught, and no play developed downfield, and he decided. Now, the referee seemed to walk that one back a little bit, so it's not quite as close to the first down marker as it first appeared. But I still think this side of midfield, down, I think it's time to show your muscle here and see what your boys got in them.
Absolutely. You talk about statements, right, and trying to impose your will on the other team and all those cliches. This is an opportunity to do that.
From the pistol. And that's caught in the background, and that's going to cost Paw Paw the turnover on downs. So right there, that's a blown assignment on the offensive line. Those two got in there really, really quick. And, P.J. DeYoung didn't have a chance. He got the ball, and they were inside his helmet.
Absolutely great penetration by Three Rivers. Just blew the play up from the start, and the running back had nowhere to go, and just great defense there.
So Three Rivers Quakes back on the field, and this is what keys to the game planning. You want to try to limit as many options as Caleb Quake can get. From the shotgun, Brown is going to take an option, and they're going to try to get him the ball early and often, I have a feeling, in the second half. And you can see on that run how dynamic he can be.
Yeah, it definitely didn't take him long to get to the corner and gained, 15, 20 yards?
So first down for Three Rivers. Quake again in the gun. Brown goes right. He's going to option football this way. Quake's going to keep. Bounces off the first man. He's going to get about 4. Looked like that one could have materialized into more than 4, but nice tackling by the Paw Paw defense. Hartman on the stop. Andrew Brown is moving around the formation. They're definitely trying to get him the ball a little bit more. And Paw Paw has quite honestly done a nice job limiting him tonight, but they're a dual threat offense, and Caleb Quake has taken up the slack and not really helped us out. Fake the handoff, and that's going to go up the middle. That's going to be good for about 5. So we're going to have a 3rd and 1 to come up here. Maybe call it 2. It's going to be somewhere between 1 and 2. We know the exact decimal, but we're not going to give it out because the booth people don't like it. So Quake in the shotgun. Going to option right. He's going to option pitch this time to McLean. McLean has got the corner, and he's got the first down.
It was a nice job of Three Rivers of just stretching them out, taking the corner, moving the chains, getting another first down, and just and now time is, slowly starting to become a factor already. We're down to 4 minutes left.
And McLean is the third leg of the stool there. He is small, he's fast, he's shifty. He's all that the other ones. And that's a low snap. And again, broken tackle out there, and he's going to pick up 8 from a broken play.
Wow.
And that's kind of how the night's gone, Mark. It just feels like, they just start getting those breaks when the ball's hitting the turf. It's going to bring up 2nd and 3, but maybe 2. And right now, we're going to get a timeout, Paw Paw. Paw Paw was winded there. They looked a little bit back on their heels. I think this is a good timeout. Coach Short's going to go out and take a conversation with his defense. Coach Stry is going to come in there, listen, and add as needed. But this is a dangerous moment in this game right now for Paw Paw. Need to get some upfield penetration into the backfield to make Quake make a decision a little bit earlier than what he's doing, because right now, if they give him the opportunity, he's picking them apart, both with his legs and with his arm.
Not only that, but if Paw Paw is, if they give up points here, that's huge, right? You turn it into a 2-score game, and that is not Paw Paw's strength.
Yeah.
Paw Paw is not.
At least not tonight, it's not.
Yeah, to come back from a 2-score game with a minute or a quarter and a few minutes left over.
So Quake is going to throw it out. He's got his man. That's going to be a first down. So nice throw by Caleb Quake. Quick out. Apologize for the ghosting you're seeing on your screen. We got a little glare in the press box. Nothing we can do on the night games. Let's see if we can adjust the back lights here and maybe get a little. Yep, there's a throw, and that's caught. Looks like Ethan O on the tackle. That's better. So it looks like we lost some of the ghosts off our play. Maybe that'll help. Maybe we're not playing against 9 people extra out there. We'll be good. So Three Rivers on the march, 2nd and 4. Ball's on the 12-yard line, 3:30 to go, third quarter. Quake keeps. He's going to go back to the side. Nice tackle out there by Fonseca. He's down to the 4-yard line. That's going to be a first down. So first and goal for Three Rivers. Just don't seem to have any answer for Caleb Quake's feet.
Not only that, but they're just like you said before, there's no penetration, right? There's nobody in the backfield. There's nobody with pressure up front. And Three Rivers is just doing a nice job of just taking these relatively small chunks.
Three Rivers' offensive line is no joke.
Yep.
You know, you look across that line and you got some big boys. McLean slips and falls. Logan Leonard was standing above him. So here we go. 2nd and 5. Ball's on the 5. Hand off to McLean. He's going to try to get outside. No, good job by the Red Wolves to stretch that one out. He's going to lose some yardage on that one. He's going to lose about 2. Forward progress is going to get him up to the 7.
Nice pursuit there by the Red Wolves. Just
very
stretching the
good
play
pursuit.
out.
And, you know, they got some penetration that time, which they haven't been getting. You know, the scary part of that play is I originally thought Quake had kept the ball, and if he had, he'd have walked into the end zone
Untouched,
around the left
right,
side.
Yeah.
So, 3rd down now, and goal. Quake's looking to throw. He's going to throw. He's got... Is that Brown? Yeah, Andrew Brown. There's their other weapon, and that was a nice throw. You know, Caleb Quake has got an arm on him. There's no question there. He zipped that ball through, and Brown made a nice catch.
Yep. Yeah, right on the money. I mean, the defense tried, but they just couldn't keep up with the receiver, and that looked relatively easy.
And again, he had lots of time to throw. You know,
Yes.
and when you have that kind of time to throw, and you've got the skills that this kid's got, you're gonna do good things. So extra point attempt. Snaps high. The kick hits the crossbar and down, so that's no good. So that's an interesting score of 19-6 on the scoreboard. You know, don't see that one every day. If you had 9 and 6 in your pool, you probably threw that away.
People playing squares in a high school game? I don't know. Maybe they are.
Yeah, the 41 people that we have currently online probably are. Appreciate everyone taking some time out of their Thursday night. No, this isn't the normal football night. And if you'd have asked me, I'd have told you it was Friday all day.
That's right.
The way that it felt today.
I kept thinking it was a JV game.
Felt, you know, whenever you come down to Falan on a Thursday night, you get that feeling. You know, it helped having Channel 3 here. And, you know, the funny thing is here, the crowd at Falan is eerily quiet right now.
Yes.
You know, this is a momentum game, and this is one of those things where you can taste it in the stadium that the momentum's just not there right at the moment. So Paw Paw needs a big play to get some emotion back into the Falan field.
Well, they haven't really done a whole lot other than that opening drive where they scored, right? After that, it's just been pretty quiet. And,
yeah, there's been some nice plays, but like you said, no statements.
Yep.
You know, no single play that you remember as, oh, wow. You know, Hartman's had a couple of nice runs out of the pocket in the last drive, but there's the kick. That's going to be Vandenberg again. Vandenberg is going to get a nice return.
Oh.
Uh-oh, we got some extracurricular stuff going on down there. There's the flag.
That's
just absolutely unacceptable. He threw 8 punches.
Yep.
You know, I mean,
it was 2 or 3 too. It was multiple punches. It wasn't just one, hey, I'm frustrated, get off of me kind of a thing. It was, I'm going to try to take on everybody on the defense here.
And, you know, the officials did a nice job there of letting it go. It wasn't horrible.
Right.
First one.
Correct.
Second one, okay, I'm going to watch you now. But
Right.
3rd through 8, you're going to get a flag there every time. It's just not good.
Yeah, I think that's an easy call for them to make, right? Like you said, on the 3rd through the 8th punch, it's.
The only question is if we'll get offsetting penalties.
Oh, looks
Nope,
like it'll
and
just
that's
be
gonna
Paw Paw.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Paw Paw.
Yeah, that's Troy Vandenberg, and that's just, I understand this game's emotional, but you just can't lose your head there.
Right.
We're down by 13 points, and it's unfortunate to see that happen.
Like you talked about, the emotion of the crowd, that certainly doesn't help things, right?
No, it does
now you're going to
not.
back them up 15 yards.
No, because now the quiet heads that were looking at the field are now the quiet heads that are looking at their feet.
Right. Exactly.
Need a big play from the tee. And that's PJ DeYoung, and that's going nowhere. PJ with a nice second effort. He's going to pick up 2.
Yep.
That was a play that didn't have any opportunity, and PJ squeezed through a crack and got a couple.
Very, very easily could have lost yardage on that play, but was able to turn
PJ
something
DeYoung
positive.
does a great job of falling forward. Doesn't get noticed by a lot of people. So from the wing tee, Hartman's going to throw. Yeah, that's out of bounds. And that's into the cheerleaders. Ethan Miller was the intended receiver. That was a little bit wide of the field. So that brings up 3rd and long. And
I don't mind them taking a shot there, though, right? You gotta change it up a little bit.
It's absolutely, we need to see something. The downside of it is now you got a 3rd and long in your own territory.
Right.
There's a pitch to DeYoung. So he's going to pick up 3, but that's going to bring up a 4th and 5 in your own territory with less than a minute to go in the 3rd quarter, down 13. So you really don't have any choice here but to punt. I don't know about you, Mark, but I'm not seeing the I'm seeing the body language on the players.
Yeah.
Too. I'm seeing as they jog off the field, it's not a okay, we'll be right back. It's a okay, we're finally out of here.
Yeah. Not a lot of chatter, right? Not a lot of excitement. Guys jumping around.
Decent punt. Brown's going to get it there. He's met initially, but he bounces off. Tony Fonseca was right there to catch it. We got a flag on the play. I don't know what that flag is. If it's offsides on 3, but it still won't give us a first down. And they're pointing towards Paw, telling Paw Paw to stay back. I'm going to guess this might be an uncovered person on the line of scrimmage. Yeah, legal procedure on Paw Paw. So I think if I went back and looked at the tape, I think we had an uncovered receiver or an uncovered line on the end. Somebody was back in the backfield and should have been up on the line.
That's just one of those. I think that you're going to see that, right? It's the first game of the season, a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising we
nerves.
haven't seen more of that.
Right.
And that's a shout out to the coaching staff.
Correct.
They've done a nice job this year of making sure that we're not making too many mental mistakes. Three Rivers going to decline that penalty. They're going to.
They added it too.
They added the penalty after the play?
Yeah, it's a pre-snap penalty, and they added it to the return.
Well, that's an interesting ruling from the striped guys. Quake outside. He broke the tackle. It was a shot at him. Quake's going to get a first down. They had him twice in the backfield, and he was able to run through both tackles.
like you said earlier, Coach, that's just the difference in the game right now, right?
Yeah.
Paw Paw's had some opportunities to make some stops, and they've just
Well,
come up a half a step short.
you can just feel the emotions different. Three Rivers is up. They've got a pep in their step. They're moving. Paw Paw really looks like they're back on their heels. Their shoulders are sagging. They're just not. It's a confidence thing. Quake back in the shotgun. Brown coming across. He's going to get the ball. They're going to stop play. We have. Yeah, and the Three Rivers is lined up incorrectly. And they were offside, yep. He lined up too far, then illegal procedure both. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty on second down. That would have been a big play, too.
Yeah, there's definitely some room off that left side.
They're going to snap the ball. It's going to be McLean inside on a trap, and he's going to get around the corner, and he's gone. Oh, nice tackle down there from behind by Ethan O. But that is going to be starting the fourth quarter, 1st and goal, Three Rivers. So after 3 here at Falan Field, your score, Three Rivers 19, Paw Paw 6, and Three Rivers is knocking on the door. All right, as we take the walk down to the other end of the field, I joked at the end of the first quarter we walked 8 yards. Now we're going to walk 90.
Yeah, hopefully Paw Paw can have a defensive stand here. They certainly need it
Well,
to stay in this game.
The other thing, I was just thinking the same thing, that we just haven't had a turnover yet.
Right.
It is a good time to wish for one right now.
And overall, like we were saying, for
either team,
right?
Nothing.
For the first game of the season, it's been pretty clean.
Yeah, and you'd expect something to hit the ground at least once.
Other than, I guess, the kicking game. The kicking game has been a little suspect.
That's
today.
true. Some things have definitely hit the ground in the kicking game. So Quake and McLean in the backfield. We're going to go a wider spread with Three Rivers. Brown slot right. Here comes Brown. He's going to get a fake to him. McLean back through, missed tackle. He bounces. Paw Paw does a nice job of stringing him out. So Lemaire on the tackle, Newell on the tackle, and Max Harvey, it looks like, on the third tackler in. So that brings up 2nd and goal from the 11. Quake from the shotgun. He's going to keep himself. He's got the edge. It's cut back. He's brought down short. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Darren Strye and Logan Leonard in on the tackle for Paw Paw. This is your ball game. That's the feel. I mean, it technically isn't. You could get some plays. There's lots of time left, but this really feels like this play right here is everything. Maybe this one or the next one, but Quake under center, eye football. They hand it to McLean. McLean bounces off 2 tackles and goes into the end zone. So hit twice in the backfield, but bounces off him and goes right into the end zone.
Well, a 3-possession game that's 10 minutes and left in the
Yeah,
fourth is
I
going to
mean,
be tough.
it's not out of reach for sure. But we're going to see what Paw Paw's made of in this next drive. You know, um, that's a bad snap. Quake's going to throw the ball. He's going to flick one into the end zone. We're going to get a slip and fall down there. So
It's incomplete. Extra point try is no good. Mason scores. Burgers 25. Paw Paw 6.
25-6, 10:35 to go in the fourth. You know, this is the time of the game where we're not out of reach with a quick strike. We
Right.
can't take a 7.5-minute drive right now down 3.
Correct.
So, but at the same time, I would take a 7.5.
Yes.
We've got to get something to get A, the crowd, and B, the boys back into the game.
This is one of those, too, where the coaching staff is looking for players to make a statement, right? Somebody make a play, somebody do something positive, get the boys fired up.
Absolutely. As a coach at this point, you're looking for anything that you can grab onto and show, hey, this is resilient. We're
Right.
not giving up. We're still mentally, we're still believing that we can do positive things in this football game. Got Vandenberg and is that Fonseca back with them?
Yeah.
Here's the kick. That's going to go out of bounds. That's going to be a flag. Paw Paw's going to get decent field position to start.
Goes out of bounds. Paw Paw will start at their own 35 yard.
So Paw Paw's going to get the ball to 35 to start.
Well, that's a little bit of a break then, starting with good field position.
Yeah, when they kick the ball out of bounds in high school, 35-yard line's a good good field position to start. And this is time to panic. This is time to pull out every stop that you have and see if we can't come up with a wing T. Looks like P.J. DeYoung on that carry.
Brought down by Angelo Osman.
And that's a great run. P.J.'s had a good night. I don't know where he's at, but he's got to be over 120 yards.
And what's nice about that is it sets up a 2nd and 1, so here's a down where you can take a shot, right?
That's
You can
right.
take a shot down the field, still come back with 3rd and short if you don't hit.
62 yards on 17 carries for
The only worry is that Three Rivers is thinking the same thing. There's a nice play. That's a first down.
first down.
Seven on the tackle.
So Tony Fonseca with the carry there. Tony's going to come out. Does Ian Davis go back in?
No. I think Zian's done for
Yeah, I thought he was done. I thought Ian was done for the night.
First and 10 for Paw Paw from 37, 9:35. One playing game. Cats up by 19.
Hartman's going to throw.
Hartman was to throw it wide through the hands.
That's Ian. That's Ian Davis. I think Ian Davis is back out there, 33. So right through Zian's hands. Ian's trying to give it a go.
Well, they tried to open up a little bit, Coach, but
Yeah.
obviously that
I
pass did
think
not work.
Vandenberg was open for a second there. He was running into coverage, but there was a window. Zian Davis off the left side. Problem, I don't know that Zian. I think Zian can still give us some power yards because that's the kind of kid that he is. I question with that ankle if he's going to have any breakaway speed.
Right.
But at this point, 8 yards is enough.
Right.
So we got 3rd and 7. Ball is right at midfield. So 3rd and 7. Hartman looking to dump pass. Oh, it throws an interception. Threw it right to Three Rivers. Had Vandenberg open, but he threw that one straight into the arms of the Three Rivers defender. And McLean caught that interception, but he's slow to get up. No, we got number 3 down. That's Sadler. So he's down on the field. 8:41 to go. 25-6. Paw Paw just turned the ball over. Aaron Hartman pass directly to Sadler. Sadler's up and walking now. That's a good sign.
Looked like maybe it was just cramping up.
Yeah,
the way they were stretching him out.
It looked like a cramp the way he was holding his leg.
Right.
Which is another thing that's surprising. These August games, you normally see a lot more cramping than you have tonight.
I think that's also a product of the weather. It's a nice night.
It's not overly hot for sure.
Right. Maybe not as nice as Florida, but you know.
Yeah, very comfortable. Yeah, Tampa, Florida at this point, one of our key markets. But it's a nice night at the Lance Legion Hall in the UP too. Our demographic up there is going to have to wait another year. And that ball's handed off. And we're going to get a late flag coming in. And that's going to most certainly be an unsportsmanlike conduct. I didn't see the culprit, but hopefully that's against Three Rivers and give us some kind of a chance here. But I'm going to guess that's a frustration penalty, and those usually are against the team that are down. No, they're pointing.
Oh, they're pointing towards Three Rivers.
That's good news for Paw Paw. So helmet-to-helmet contact is the call on Three Rivers. So that's a big penalty. That's 15 yards. Glimmer of hope still remains.
And it is a little bit of a glimmer, right? Definitely need to either turn them over or hold them here, obviously. Get the ball back and see what you can do.
It's Brown. Nice run inside. Can't hit him with your shoulders and expect him to go down, but nice pursuit to the ball by the back end of the Paw Paw defense. Stry, Leonard, and O on the tackle for the Red Wolves. Still a pile of people on the ground down there. Max Harvey stuck in there too.
I think it was Max was the first one there.
So, 1st and 20. Hunter Trumbull just came into the game. Quake, quarterback keep. There's keeps and he does a great job of holding on to the ball too. Paw Paw is well coached. They're hitting their helmets on the ball, just not coming out. And I think Mark, you got to pin your ears back here and just if they
Yeah.
beat you with the 70-yard pass at this
Yeah.
point, that's
not gonna make a
that's what it
difference,
is.
right.
But you have to sell out here and make sure that you're not getting the ball over that line of scrimmage, running the ball.
And Three Rivers is doing a great job of working the clock, right? That last play, they snapped it with 2 on the play clock. I think it'll be similar here. They're going to burn it all the way down just to eat up as much time as possible.
Oh, and that's not going to help. That's going to make 3rd and 5, 3rd and 9. Webcam, yep. Okay, so Quake in the shotgun. McLean next to him. This is almost certainly going to be a run. Option. Quake keeps, sheds the first tackler, gets the hole, and he's got a first down. Ethan O pushed him out of bounds, but not until Quake had 18 yards and a first down for Three Rivers. They just have no answer for him.
Right.
He's a big kid. He's shed I don't know how many times we hit him in the backfield tonight, and he just pushed straight through the first hit. Keeps going.
Had a very solid game, both running and passing, right? Had some nice throws. And, every time it seems like he's gone to the corner, he's been able to get the corner.
Well, I don't know
and
how
then
many
some.
game balls they in our budget to give out, but he's getting one of them.
Right.
Quake's going to hold it. Quake, and here he reverses his field, cuts up. He's got another 8 yards.
Wow.
Ran 29 to get 8, but,
Yeah.
and he's eating up the clock. This is a smart player, too.
Right. Yeah, could have come over to the sideline.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say Caleb Quake's going to be playing on Saturdays.
I think that's probably a fair assessment.
He's a junior right now, and he's looking, every bit of the part of a seasoned veteran. Oh, there's a good hit in the hole. Logan Leonard comes up and meet McLean right in the hole. That's a big play for the Red Wolves.
I am impressed. They're certainly not quitting.
Absolutely not. And that's a good thing to see. We put that challenge out there to see if anybody would step up. And
Yep.
there have been some really big hits. And, even on the last play, there was a lot of pursuit, a lot of hustle. They got upfield,
Right.
which is something we haven't been seeing. And Quake just makes a play.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes that's going to happen to you.
That's right.
So 3rd and 4. Yeah, maybe 3rd and 2. Under 4 minutes now. And like you mentioned before, Quake taking a great job of running down the play clock. Big hole. He's got a first down. He's got his speed down the sideline. Dropped out of bounds by Bryson Newell. And I think Newell's going to get a penalty for the clap afterward. I don't think there was anything illegal on the hit, but Bryson clapped his hands after he knocked him out of bounds, and I think the referee's going to ring him up for taunting.
Yep, you're right, Coach. And that's just frustration, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you got to get a personal foul, that's the time to get it, but McLean off the left side. Looks like he's in. No signal yet. Yep, there it comes. Far official has said that's a touchdown for Three Rivers. Well, unfortunately, I think I'm going to lose the viewership bet tonight. Highest we got was 51. So the over-under was set at 71, so we're a little bit shy on our numbers. But you know what? For a Thursday night in our opening season, we like to thank everybody who's watching, who likes to see the Red Wolves football broadcast. We've got some stuff coming up this year. We're going to try some things, hopefully, as the season goes on. We're going to try to get some interviews in. We're going to try to get some enhancements that we don't have. One of the biggest things we need everybody to do, if you're out there watching this on a computer, please click subscribe to the YouTube channel. It doesn't seem like a big deal. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. We're not tracking you. The reason that you have to subscribe is we've got things that we can't do until we get to 100 and 500 subscribers. And one of those things is stream from a mobile device. So if we want to do some stuff at the away games, we're going to need those subscribers. So if you wouldn't mind taking a moment and going into the YouTube app or going into the YouTube homepage on our Red Wolves page and go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and that'll help us out a lot when it comes time. And it sure wouldn't hurt to have, say Mr. Stry, who's at Eastern Michigan. I'd love to see the entire Eastern Michigan football team subscribe to my feed. Hendon Oz up in the UP. I would like to see the Michigan Tech team subscribe to my feed,
so that we can
get some people watching our games too. So Vandenberg and DeYoung and Malachi Davis. 3:35 to go here from Paw Paw. And Vandenberg drops the kickoff. Now he's looking for someplace, nowhere to go. Gain of about 8. 3:26 to go. Seeing Davis going into the backfield. Not seeing the point in Zian in there unless they're just trying to toughen him up. But it's his breakaway speed seems affected. Pop on the tee. PJ DeYoung, Matt in the backfield. 3:16 to go. 32-6 at Three Rivers. Not the way the Red Wolves envisioned their season starting.
No.
A lot of excitement in the stadium when the game started, but it's been pretty quiet in here most of the second half.
Yeah, this is the second week of class. Really? Yeah.
How do you like week 1?
I said it was all right.
Can't imagine going to school that big.
Yeah, I think this is an opportunity where you work on a couple different things.
That
right?
is.
Just try something.
There's
maybe air it
no
out.
wasted time in a game like this.
Right.
You can get, you still have to do your blocking assignments. You still have to, and I've seen a couple of replacements on the offensive line. So seeing Davis running hard, that's nice to see. Zian's going to be a big part of this team all year.
And he gets to go to every other home sport for free this year. That's the only thing he's got to pay for. For me and you to try and buy a ticket to the opening game? Yeah.
I know that. I mean, that's a deal for him to even Alabama basketball.
2:06 to go. 3rd and 8. Ball's on the 25. Hartman under center from the wing tee. He's going to throw. Going to let one go. Lemaire's out there, but that's intercepted. It's underthrown. So Nate Lemaire had a step, and I don't think it's a distance. I mean, you're talking, putting the ball 40 yards in the air. But if he throws that ball 2 seconds earlier, 3 seconds earlier, Lemaire runs underneath that pass, and the defender's not anywhere near it.
Right.
So good effort. I mean, he put it up there.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Try something, right? Like
Absolutely.
we said, just
Absolutely.
Keep a shot.
I mean, at that point,
You never know.
and the shot was there. I mean,
Absolutely.
it clearly was open. It was, and this is game one. I mean, at some point, kids are kids, and you got to learn that to get to game two.
Right.
So.
Somebody get off the field.
32-6.
24.
Three Rivers hands off number 24 of the ball carrier. So they're going to run this out. Probably, looking at the play clock, they're probably not even going to pick up a first down and run this game out. So Paw Paw, Mark, thoughts tonight?
I think we saw some good things, right? Certainly in the first half, they were moving the ball kind of at will, and then it just kind of stalled out. And then there were a couple of opportunities where they had them on defense that just needed that one extra half step for containment on the outside. And unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your point of view, Three Rivers was able to turn the corner and make a couple of big plays, and that kind of was the difference in the game.
I think the score right before halftime, after the long run, took a lot out of Paw Paw. I mean, it really seemed to deflate. We came out of that game 13-6, so no means were we out of that game. But this second half has been played not quite at the level of that first drive. It felt like, and our crowd just never had anything to hold on to get back into the game.
Right.
There just wasn't a flashy play. There wasn't a big hit. There wasn't anything. No, the ball never got put on the ground tonight.
Right.
And at a high school football game with no turnovers, no fumbles, that's
impressive.
It is impressive. Paw Paw had a couple interceptions, but the fact that the ball never hit the ground from Three Rivers is impressive in the first game of the year.
Yes.
And I felt like Paw Paw's done a good job of tackling the ball. So, you got to give, some nights you just got to give credit to the opponent.
Sure.
And I think tonight's one of them. Three Rivers played a nice game.
Oh, and I think Quake was the best player in the field.
Quake was far and away the best player on the field. And the scary part of that is they have another weapon in Brown.
Right.
You saw flashes of it when he did touch the ball tonight, but they didn't need him tonight.
Right.
And I think we did a good job of taking him out of the game, but when you've got multiple weapons, it's hard to do that.
Agreed.
So we hope you have enjoyed the first broadcast of the season from the Paw Paw Red Wolves Network. For Mark Linder, this is Brent McNitt, and we will be signing off. We'll be coming at you live next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And hopefully we will be looking at a different bet outcome. All right. Have a great night.